Hello again, everyone. Today's updates. Basically, I've been working on trying to get the save system updated for the game. Before, you would have to navigate through the menu option over here, and there was a save and load here, which now you can see there's just load, which honestly, this is going to need to go somewhere else as well. Ideally, probably the main menu. Once I decide to make that, there should be like a load option. For now, I'll just show you how the save is working. So inside the cabin scene we have here, there's a bed now. The player comes up, interacts with that, and you'll see that this dialogue menu now will appear for the player. And basically just got some dialogue that's assigned to the bed. Basically, I'm actually using kind of a system that hopefully I'll be able to apply to like NPC dialogue as well. So currently it's just set up for items such that the player can interact with, but it'll be using the same system essentially. So we got that dialogue there. It'll pop up with this. I'd probably like to eventually have the text actually come in individually, like the characters, because it's kind of abrupt. And normally when text comes up in these types of games, it comes up sequentially. So hopefully I can implement something like that as well. For now, though, this works. So he's granted with these choices here. So yes or no. If you want to sleep to the next day, no. Just cancels you out. Can go back in. I can choose. Actually, look at this. So she's there, right? If I choose yes, she should reset to whatever her initial position for the next day is. So if I sleep, we'll see that initially first we have this scene actually, right? So this is a scene that's not really fleshed out a ton yet, but the idea is that when the player sleeps, there should be a scene that kind of goes through the list of things that the player has maybe sold or put in their shipping box and give a total of like how much money they've made for that day, and then obviously that'll be where the total goes. Right now it's a little plain looking, so please forgive that, but the idea is there. So if I click OK, should advance, you'll see the day is now 2, starting at 6 a.m., which is when the day resets at. And Layla, who was in this scene before, is now out where she should be for testing purposes anyways, over here. So she'll just stand there and then go on her merry way once 7 o'clock rolls around. Let's see. So yeah, that is working, and I have it so that the game actually saves when you're in the that save scene. So if I just show you here, so if I click yes again, right here, pretty much when the player presses OK, that's when the save happens. So we're on day 3 here, if I exit out of play mode here and come back in, we can see that when I load the game, I should load to day 3, since that was when the game was saved. And as you can see, that's working. So working decently. Let's see, what else do we have here? That the system that's in place for the dialogue is going to be fairly important in the future when I try to get these NPCs to be able to speak. Still trying to think through all the issues that I'm going to have with that, but hopefully I can get that done. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that I actually added here, I used to have the tool belt here, which would when the player walked into it, it would pick it up, and the player would have a tool belt that stores their tools. I did a previous video on that if you want to go check it out, but I it was kind of too separate. I wanted to apply it to the dialogue system that I have. So basically, instead of having it be there, there's a like a box here that the player can just interact with, which is an item similar to the bed. So if I press the interaction button on this, it actually triggers the player to receive the tool belt. So there we go. And now you can see the tool belt is now active. It's got its initial tools in it, so these are all still working just as before. And this also should not be interactable anymore, obviously, since the player has already gotten the tool belt from it. I'm not going to be able to do it again, so that's working. And let's just make sure the saving here is still doing good. So if I save this, come back out here, I can quit out of play mode and then go back in. And let's just load it up and see. So load game. As you can see, tool belt still working. This should still not be selectable. Yep. So it's all working good. So yeah, I like that. And hopefully I can, it took quite a bit of work to get the dialogue system working with these items. Basically storing the dialogue as scriptable objects that can then basically be accessed by the items to go to the system that then generates the UI. So that's working, and hopefully I can apply it to these NPCs eventually. But let me know what you think. If there's anything you want me to cover more in depth, just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching.